All right, good evening and welcome to the March 17, 2026 meeting of the Hickory City Council. At this time, I would ask that if you have any electronic devices to please silence them. I'll also ask the Reverend Dr. Nick Perrin, from the senior pastor from Corinth Reformed Church, to the podium for our invocation. And I would ask that you stand for the invocation and remain standing after the invocation for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we invite your presence here this evening. Thank you for Mayor Guest. Thank you for the aldermen. Thank you for the many leaders here who have carried Hickory on its shoulders. But ultimately, Lord, you are the one who's been the foundation, and you have taken the city of Hickory from strength to strength. Father, I pray that you pour out your wisdom, guide the conversations that are about to take place in this room. Lord, I pray that their decisions, their judgments would be wise, that they would be just, that they would be righteous. And Lord, it takes a lot of wisdom, especially these days, to steer the ship forward. So Lord, give our captains the wisdom that they need. Thank you for everybody who's participating. And thank you that you give them the heart to be civically engaged and to pray for the peace and prosperity of the city. We do pray for the peace and prosperity of Hickory, North Carolina, Lord. Pray that you bless it, as well as the proceedings of this meeting. All God's people said,
Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Reverend, I'll have to say that almost sounded like an Irish prayer. Thank you, sir. All right. We don't have any special presentations this evening, so I'll move right along to item number 6. Item number 5, persons requesting to be heard. We have one person who has signed up to speak, so at this time I'll call on Miss Janice Godwin. I'd ask that you come to the podium, that you state your name and address, and that you limit your conversation to 3 minutes or less.
My name is Janice Godwin. I'm a resident now of Hickory for just a little over a year. I live at 50 22nd Avenue Northwest in the Viewmont area. I'm here to kind of let you know some problems that I have encountered in just the year that I've been here. Not that anything can be done to resolve them, but I thought I'd just let you know what a new resident has incurred. I'll give you a little bit of background about me. I moved here from Little Switzerland, North Carolina, which is on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm a native Charlottean, but my husband grew up there. My background is my husband and I owned a heating and air conditioning manufacturer's rep business. I was president of the real estate board in Mitchell County. Was the Realtor of the Year in 2011. I have been a Rotarian for over 25 years. I served on the Chamber of Commerce as treasurer for 3 years and just a regular member for 1 year. I also served on the board at Mitchell Mayland College and the Chamber of Commerce. I was the treasurer for 3 years. So I have been involved in a lot of public things and involvement in the community. I left the mountains because of Hurricane Helene. It destroyed my son's house. I have a son who's disabled that lives there and still lives there in the house I own. Once buying my house, I encountered, after the first heavy rain, open culvert. Mayor, I've spoken with you about it, an open culvert from the Colonnade building. I live right behind the Colonnade building and the former ABC store. There's an open culvert in the parking lot that dumps water on my property. The first heavy rain, I had the Mississippi River running through my yard. I went through all the different committees. I was introduced to the mayor by Donna Wright. I have been told, well, nothing we can do. You just have to sue the owner of that property to get anything done. Ms. Godwin, if we help you in the stormwater drain off, then we might have to help somebody else. God help you if you have to help somebody else. I didn't get any help. The second thing I encountered is that the Colonnade building has a garbage dumpster, and it overflows with garbage, and right now I have a lot of garbage in my backyard. Behind the old ABC store, I guess you might be familiar with it, it's right beside the Colonnade building. There was a homeless man living there under a tarp, and being a widow and 79 years old, and looking forward to leaving the mountains after what I went through and having a nice little yard to work in, I was told, well, that's a homeless person. So I called the police department and asked that they check into it because he's living in a permanent structure there. They came to Monday night, but then yesterday he has a little dog, and everybody in that little section of town supports him. They enable him, give him food for free. The owners of this building is owned by Jewelry Exchange, or I believe, the Shooks, and they have told this man he could stay there under their front porch for shelter, but he's permanent. I walked over to take pictures of the garbage in my yard and garbage that came out of the dumpster, and this homeless person saw me and came running over to me.
I'll make a motion that we allow Ms. Godwin to continue.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.
Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.
The homeless man ran over, started running towards me, cursing me, screaming, giving me the bird, calling me names. Once he got within 15 feet of me, I called 911, police. The dispatcher could hear me, and what he told me was, I'm going to follow you home and find out where you live. I took that as a threat, living by myself. Make it story short, police officers came and did nothing. They went and talked to him and came back and told me that that was really code enforcement, that I needed to call code enforcement to get him off the property. And they did nothing about the man threatening me and telling me he was going to follow me home. I was told to go home, shut my blinds, and lock my doors. So I did. He was down my house today. I don't know where he is, but he did finally take his tarps down. The other thing I have encountered is directly behind my property, and I knew when I bought the house, commercial entities was on one side. Now the Murphy's Oil is behind me. Mr. Phillips, that owns that property, has yet to put up a screen. They came in and cut down all the trees. They cut everything down. Now I look out my porch and I see nothing but this big service station and now a Whataburger. Mr. Phillips keeps saying he's got a plan for that, but it will not be done until he gets an anchor tenant in that building. Good luck to him. The new car wash, it is one of the best, I understand, the highest franchises in the United States is that Tommy's, the big red car wash. It sounds like an airport. It sounds like an airplane taking off as you drive out and get your car dried with this air. I cannot sit on my front porch until after 9:30 at night when they shut it down. I don't know how it got passed for noise ordinance, but I've been told that it would do me no good to try to work with that because they can disturb my peace all day, but not at night. So I have to wait till they close to sit on my front porch. I was told by my aunt years ago that when your hair turns white, people tend to look right through you. They don't see you, want to hear what you have to say, don't care how you lived your past. They just look right through you. I believe that. I believe that today. I had a saying with my real estate company, Little Switzerland, a wonderful place to visit, and wouldn't you love to live here? I cannot say that about Hickory. I feel that I'm going to put my house, I decided yesterday when I was told by the police officer to go home, lock my doors, and pull my blinds down. I'm leaving Hickory. I will probably get less than what I paid for my house because of the car wash, homeless man, and looking right out at a lit-up service station all day long. I know there's nothing you can do about it, but I think you should know what I have encountered in this town. I have supported my communities where I lived before, but I feel that it is a beautiful town. Anybody ask me, Jan, how do you like Hickory? My comment is, it's alive. The town is alive. It's not dead. But I will tell you one thing. In the mountains, I dealt with the hillbilly good old boys. And I learned real fast, there is a good old boy society. But the good old boys in the mountains sure treated me a lot better than the good old boys I've dealt with here in Hickory. So I appreciate your time. Thank you for letting me extend my time. But I'll be glad to answer any questions or meet you after the meeting. So thank you, Mayor.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Godwin.
If you would stay, we'll have some people talk to you, Ms. Godwin, after the meeting. Okay.
All right, is there anyone else present that would like to address the council this evening? All right, there doesn't appear to be anyone else that would like to address the council. We'll move on to item number 6 on the agenda, which is approval of the minutes from our regular meeting of March 3rd, 2026.
I move approval.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. All right, that carries unanimously. Item number 7 is reaffirmation ratification on second readings. Once again, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All of those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. All right, that also carries unanimously. Item number 8 is our consent agenda. I'll ask if there's any member of council or staff that would like to have any item removed from the consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, like sign. The consent agenda is approved unanimously. Next is we don't have any public hearings this evening. I'll ask if there's anyone on council that would like to make any appointments to our boards or commissions. Do we have any appointments this evening? Anybody? All right. No appointments to our boards or commissions. I was anticipating this being a short meeting, but not necessarily this short. Any matters not on the agenda, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where's the comments? I'm just curious if anyone on staff knows what today is.
St. Patrick's Day.
Besides St. Patrick's Day. All right. This is interesting then. On March 17th, 1913, you know where I'm going with this now, don't you?
Yeah.
On March 17th, 1913, Hickory became the first city in North Carolina to adopt the council-manager form of government. And on the day of the vote, 97% of Hickory's 565 registered voters voted for us to become the first city to have the council-manager form of government. Not only we were the first in North Carolina, but we were the third in the nation. So today is our 113th year anniversary.
And they picked that day for good luck.
Oh, okay. Is that, are you
Yeah.
making that up?
No, I'm
or is
not
that, okay. I didn't
And
know.
there was one voter that didn't vote, and they found out that he had gone out of town. That's how small the vote was.
Oh, okay. Well, they had 565 registered voters and a 97% turnout. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So that was good. Also, want to congratulate some of our co-workers. The Hickory Elks Lodge this last weekend had an Americanism Awards ceremony, and they always congratulate and pick a person in the fire department, the street division, and police department for their exceptional public service servants of the year. This year at the fire department, it was Fire Captain Stephen Romano. In the street division, it was crew leader McKinley Sherrill. And in the police department, it was Master Police Officer Austin Steele. So we certainly want to recognize those folks as exceptional public servants of the year on behalf of the Elks Lodge. So that's all the comments that I've got. Does anybody else have anything they want to share?
I'd like to lift up the fact that I know this last week, I want to say thank you to the Hickory Police Department, that in my ward, that there was a homicide. It always breaks my heart when there is a senseless death, murder. I've since spoken to the family, familiar with the daughter of the deceased. Her name is London, and reached out to her. And so I want to say thank you to the Hickory Police Department for what they do.
All right.
It's our first meeting since the time change, and I just want to remind everybody to check their smoke detectors. Make sure they're working.
All right.
And the connector with the time change is supposed to do it at the time change every year. Is that right, Chief? Very good.
I'd just like to say, one of our Key Club members at Hickory High School, Malachi Conley, is now the governor of the North and South Carolina Key Clubs. Carolina's district governor. So he's the CEO of all the Key Clubs for North and South Carolina.
And he's a brilliant man. What church does he attend?
I believe his preacher is Reverend Freeman right here.
A mentor. Two mentors. All
Did a
right.
great job, and he's, most of you, if you've been here for some of my swearing-ins, he helped with that. So, he's very interested in government and different things, and he's an eloquent speaker, actually, too.
Excellent.
Good. Anybody else have any comments they'd like to make? Share any knowledge?
Yeah, I'd like HPD and Chief and Brian Frazier and Steve Miller to meet with Ms. Godwin. We can get a little conference room. We're familiar with a number of those issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you available, ma'am? Are you available? Okay. All right.
Thank you for doing that.
All right. All right, anything else? All right, I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, we stand adjourned.